Yes, looks like we are in the game. Thank you all for tuning in. My name's Danny. We're gonna be taking a look at this CIS brawl on not a cache, not a mirage, not a train. It's gonna be Nuke, the new Nuke of all things. I don't know what to expect from this matchup, to be completely honest, but I hope we're gonna be seeing some good CS from these CIS teams, eh? So yeah, Nuke is gonna be the very first best of one. We're still gonna be having 3 or so best of ones played out right after this game. So definitely stay tuned for the Best.net Challenger Series, as we're gonna be having quite a lot of games here. Jack and Mice, hello to good sir. One thing that I will do is this very quick alt tab, and I'm gonna turn off the stream. There we go. This should improve performance a bit. I must admit, my stream quality, it's not the greatest out there, but it should work. It should work for a map like this. There we go. We are in the game itself. It's EPG versus DreamEaters. EPG on the CD side, arguably the better start to be, starting pawn. I hope we're going to be seeing them succeed. And honestly, take a look at the odds. A lot of people are giving a lot of credit to EPG, and how could you not? You have teams like, players that is, like Hooch, the 2 Latvian guys who were absolutely insane in this game, Kree and Yakinder, and a couple, new additions as well. So it's gonna be interesting to see DreamEaters already. I do like the thing they're doing right now. You might have heard the windows broken, and that is correct. They actually broke off the rafters that are on above the A site. And they also have the smoke on Tactus. Where's Tactus going to be throwing that one? Ah, okay. Looks like he's going to be lining up the smoke to be throwing it towards Heaven. Yes, that is the Heaven smoke. Flashes will come in. The players are now rushing onto the side. Speed, though, should be able to kill Kinder, but not yet, apparently. EPG, though, doing a pretty good job on the hold. Vladdy, come on with the Glock. He's got to kill someone, but looks like Yakinder is going to finish him. It's going to be a 4K for Yakinder that round. Absolutely insane stuff for Yakinder. I did high up Latvian players for a reason. I mean, Kree and Yakinder are pretty good individuals, I must admit. And, yeah, that's quite dominant piss around to be winning. That was interesting enough, though. I'm pretty sure Yakinder was the Heaven player. He actually jumps down from Heaven. Some players, when they see the Heaven smoke being deployed, they're probably just going to try to hide behind that smoke, wait for their teammates to come in, and then go in for the kills. But Yakinder? No. Yakinder pushes through the smoke. He jumps down, kills 4 people in that round. That's some crazy stuff, but he's able to succeed. And DreamEaters, they're playing. Wow. You want to talk about passive style of play? You got to look at these guys. Now they've actually thrown out the smokes for outside, but it looks at it. Probably gonna go towards secret. I don't blame them. I mean, you only have the pistols in a round like this, so you're gonna be able to make your way down to secret, right? Ooh. Okay, looks like they will. There's going to be a close quarters engagements in which the CZs can really come out on top. Hooch, though, that's the thing, though. Hooch needs some backup. It looks like he's going to help him out. That's the good thing for Hooch. He's got some backup. No, Zoma! That's their teammate right there. You can't shoot him. Gotta be a bit more careful. Itchy trigger fingers. That's something you gotta be careful for. The T or CT side doesn't matter. DreamEaters. They've slowed down quite a bit. They've actually get down here towards secret. Yakinder, he needs the backup. The backup is here, though. He's quite low on HP. He's going to be able to get one more. That is pretty good for Yakinder, right? Especially the situation he was in. Now, DreamEaters should be able to plant the bomb. It's just crossing to the side. It's going to be very risky. Pretty much EPG, they've made the rotation. They know what is happening here. They got to plant the bomb, which is not going to be that easy. Tactus and Co. They're going to check Zoma. He's in a pretty good position, I must admit. He doesn't really have to be, but he will. Vladdy, though, he's gonna kill him. And now DreamEaters, they got a chance, and that's the problem. They're up in the vents. They can go all the way back to the A side, but no, they're planning on B. Looks like Kree's been bamboozled. Yikes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alien. No. Oh, this hurts. This does hurt if you're a fan of EPG, because this is problematic. Not quite sure why Zoma made the call that they're probably going vents to A, but I think now they've realized it. Yes, they have. And it's a bit too late. So now if you're EPG, you're probably just going to consider saving the guns at this point. That is the obvious choice. Mince is going to kill Kree. Probably should have try to go out for the save, to be honest. You know, you have the UMP, which winning the round from that point onward is pretty much impossible if you're a creep. So go out there to G-spawn, save your gun with Alien, and then maybe consider taking the round in the next round where you know your team is gonna go for the force buy because you simply don't have a lot of money. You simply don't have a lot of money, and because you might have to double eco, just yeah, go for the straight up force buy, try to succeed in that manner, and free scouts. Free scouts have not been purchased for the EPG side, interestingly enough. I mean, are all 3 players going to go outside? No, at least one of them, Hooch, is going to be watching the ramp area. This is actually pretty good for him. Alien outside, Yakinder as well outside. I mean, the scouts, they can actually do some serious damage in a round like this. I mean, if they're able to hit, say, a couple of guys, that's 2 guys on the T side with about 30 points of health. And that is where the pistols, the CZs, can come into play. Alien, though, yeah, you definitely spotted out those guys there. Pretty sure if you're EPG, you don't really want to go for the straight up fights, but they are succeeding, though. That's not that bad. There are 3 scouts still remaining. Speed has been softened up. Alien's got the angle, but I'm pretty sure... Oh, no, that's actually not a smoke. Okay, there it comes in the smoke. There's a bit of a gap in the smoke, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. That's a pretty good flash. Yeah, Kinder's going to kill Speed. Yeah, Kinder again with the frag. And now if you're Checo, where is Headshot? Oh, he's actually back here at T-spawn. He's pretty much stuck in this awkward predicament. Okay, I was thinking he might pick up the M4, but looks like he's just going to roll with the UMP. No, Alien. Not quite sure what he was thinking. The player might be somewhere towards garage. That is where he looked. But Checo, he's actually still got quite a lot of time in this scenario. He's got so much time, in fact, that he can even consider going towards the B side. That is what he's going to do. And that is the obvious choice in his point of view. He's probably not going to be seeing anyone from the scouts. Yo, Hooch, though, he actually tags down Checo. Makes him only 25 points of health. He can't really stick it at this point. The USB! Hooch, you gotta get the 1 tap! He finally will. And so, EPG will be able to win the round because of it. That looks scary. That did look scary for Hooch. It's good to see him win, but yeah, that was quite scary. So yeah, pissed around. You know, there was one by EPG, but they haven't been able to win this follow-up force by round. That's very cool if you're EPG. Not so much if you're DreamEaters, because that's the thing, you know, they actually go for the investment yet again. But if they end up losing this round, they're probably just gonna have to go for a good old-fashioned eco. Looks like they're gonna try to win the round in a similar fashion we saw them pick up the second round. That was on the back of them going for this late sort of hit towards Secret. Actually throw those smokes quite a bit later on to the round. They throw out the smokes towards outside, make their way towards Secret, and they just sit there, right? And they sit there, and the good thing for them is that a team like EPG, they're not trying to gather the intel, you know. They can just sit there, right? Even if push does come out, I mean, they should be able to kill at least one of those guys, but that's the thing, though. Mince is the only guy towards Secret. This time around, EPG checks it. They see that there's no one towards Secret, but now there's a bunch of players down here towards ramp. They gotta be careful. Checkle, though, they're doing a pretty good job, as well as Speed getting the frag. This is not looking so good now for EPG. As DreamEaters now, they're pretty much all over the place. Now they're going towards Heaven. Yeah, Kinder is doing the damage, and I think if you're Tactus and Speed, you're probably gonna consider going back towards B. Look at Tactus go. And Speed with Tactus. There's no way in the world Speed. Or actually, he might just be able to kill Zoma right there. If I think that's Zoma. Alright, okay, Kreese actually changes up his position. They should really consider going for a different part of the map. Somehow Zoma wins the duel with the MP9. And now Tactus is gonna have to land the shots. He actually jumps down, but it doesn't do the most amount of damage. It's Kreese MP7 that's able to get the frag. EPG though, I'd say that was a scary round for them. That was quite the scary round. It could have gone either way, to be honest, but you know, they're able to win it. And on the back of it, they got a 3-1 lead, in which DreamEaters respond with a force buy, interestingly enough. Because that's the thing, you know, I was thinking they might probably just save up their money and then go for the investment after this round, but no, they go for the buy up. You got 2 AK-47s, you got free guys and pistols, so that's not looking like a very healthy investment. But if they're gonna be able to kill someone like Alien here, that might be a good start. As Alien, he is pretty much in the smoke here, and that's such an awkward position to be in, right? Once the smoke fades, he should be spotted out, but no, he's gonna kill one, gonna almost get the second guy. That wasn't that bad of a try from him. Although jumping down towards vents, he's gonna eliminate Hooch in that scenario in EPG. Again, a disadvantage for them pretty much every single time. DreamEaters, the first ones to get the initial frags, and I'm pretty sure if you're DreamEaters yet again, they're gonna try to play on this sort of B side hit. Kree's get the Kree gets the perfect timing. And that is where the problems do begin for DreamEaters. They had a player in the form of Chechel in that very good position, but now speed and tactics able to pounce. Very EPG, you gotta be very so careful. DreamEaters looks like they're gonna be able to plant the bomb. I'm pretty sure EPG is gonna be able to make the call pretty good this time around. Uzama, first man in, almost gets the frag, to be honest. Looked like the crosshair was dead on, but now they're wasting valuable time. And Tactus, he's in a pretty good position, you must admit. I don't really think Kree's gonna expect the other player to come from behind. The double spray down is almost there, but now Tactus up against Zoman. Zoman doesn't have the fuse kit. This is where things do get tricky. He's gonna have to take the fight, and this is where Tactus should be able to prevail. And yes, he will. Then have the HP advantage, and as well as the gun. Well, not really the gun advantage, but the positional advantage. Honestly, I was thinking if you're probably Zom in that position, you're probably thinking, well, he's somewhere towards Squeaky. If I go towards Blue Hut, I should be able to kill him through the window, right? But that's the problem. There's no window in Blue Hut, and that is where things do get tricky for any CD trying to retake that round. So, a bit problematic, but it's EPG again on sort of forced buy of their own. We haven't really seen either team actually have a good buy, right? Like 5 M4s or any sort of 5 rifles. Now it's pretty much been these sort of forced buys every single time. Alien though, the fact that he's with a sniper rifle, I really don't think DreamEaters is going to be expecting a sniper rifle at this point in time. I'm quite surprised that he even has the money to invest it. Mints though, spots out Hooch. Tries to get at the tabs, but it's good to see that Hooch doesn't really want to take the fight with the CZ up against an AK-47. In general, that peek was quite risky, but like I said, he's able to gather some of that intel, backs away. This setup though, the setup from Kree and Alien is looking quite solid for them. In a scenario where even Alien misses the shot, you got Kree and Zona, the two players that could come in with a CZ, though they do check him. Chepel and pick up one. There comes in Zoma. Yeah, Alien with the AWP. And now Hooch from behind with the CZ. And that is pretty much the round here. I don't know, Mince. Ooh, that's quite a lot of HP's been. He actually jumps down from the silo. Whoops. Gotta be careful about those jumps. 30 seconds on the clock. Tactus and Mince, they gotta make the choice here, Nuck. Oh, they're gonna try to go for the wraparound. This could really work out for them. It could make them or even break them because the timer's ticking so low. All of this is gonna come down to Mince. How fast can he get a frag? And it's not fast enough. Zoma will come out on top, and Tactus 7, 6. Yeah, there's very little time for him to actually win this round. Hooch is the one to kill Tactus. 4-2 is the scoreline, and absolutely decimating DreamEaters in that round. Devastation, if you will. And I think this is probably the very first round in which one team actually goes for a full eco. Not a force buy, just a full eco from the side of DreamEaters. And to be honest, why not? I mean, you don't really have the most amount of money. Some of the players have got around 2,000 bucks, so go for an eco here. Obviously gonna make a buy. That's the obvious choice. It's just that, well, that's the bomb being dropped in the middle of nowhere. I don't think Vladdy and Chechel can do anything at this point. Kree in a position to get a frag, definitely is, but Vladdy and Chechel, they're just pretty much stuck here. probably going to try to play on the back of maybe EPG players trying to go aggressive, but they're not playing the aggressive game. They're waiting for DreamEaters to come to them. So honestly, they're actually going to take the time and maybe just go for a wraparound. That's honestly not a bad idea because Yakinder, no one's really watching his from behind. Oh, but they're making noise. Yeah, they're making noise. Yakinder actually checks it, but he's going to drop dead. Somehow the P50 comes out on top. That's an AK-47 being salvaged, and now, if you're EPG, even though you have the bomb on the A side, they can pretty much come from anywhere at this point. So Cree is going to be looking towards radio. That's where he's expecting the players to come up, and he's actually got a pretty good angle. I really don't think DreamEaters is going to pre-fire that part of the map. Oh, yes, Cree, you got to back away, to be honest. Position has been given away. 30 seconds. They're going to have to go for the play here, DreamEaters, and I'm pretty sure now this is the round. Alien, though, misses the shot somehow. That's quite a massive whiff. So Vladdy, yeah, he's going to end up hitting the dirt, but wow, again, even though EPG, they're able to win the round, I mean, the losses, you know, the fact that you have so many players dying in rounds like this means that their money game, it's not looking as hot as you might think. Because if you take a look at the scoreline real quick, the only player that's got a decent amount of money is Alien, right? 5,000 bucks. The rest of the guys, they're on the brink of actually being ecoed if they end up losing one round. Well, going props though. Actually got a pretty good buy here in comparison to DreamEaters, which we have been seeing AK-47s, UMPs, and pistols crunch the entirety of the first half. Yep, Tactus able to nail the jump. After the map has been changed, you can't really say that it's become really that hard to actually get on the silo. It's still relatively easy to actually jump on the silo, even though you don't have the railing that used to be before. Tactus, he knows the smokes. Be the first one to deploy towards heaven yet again. The fact that he's gonna throw that smoke and DreamEaters players goes by towards Squeaky. They're gonna go for the play here, but Zoma eliminating every single one of them. Tactus 7. Oh, I mean not 7. He's only number 7 here on the scoreboard real quick, but Tactus, he's just pretty much stuck here in this 1 versus 4. That's the thing, right? You're the one who pretty much knows. I don't know if he's the only guy who knows the smokes and flashes on the map like Nuke. But the fact that he throws out the smoke and his teammates go in for the play, and the fact that he failed miserably, he's the only guy left standing, so there's nothing much he can do. Just pretty much died at that point in time. And DreamEaters, something tells me we're gonna have to see these guys on an eco, an actual eco. They haven't really reached the maximum lose money bonus, but they can still actually buy up at least somewhere around 2,000 bucks. If they do so, then yeah, they're still gonna be able to make the buy here. But with those upgraded pistols, they obviously have more chances of winning round. I also will say this: even though EPG is rocking the double op setup, I wouldn't say it has been that effective. Alien has been doing a pretty good job. Hooch now outside. Changes up his position with Alien and DreamEaters. Looks like they decided to go outside, and so far so good. They're actually making some progress here. Even though one of their players has dropped, are they actually gonna try to rush the Opera? Hooch has changed up his position, so that's not really gonna work out here for DreamEaters, and this is not looking good for them. Kinder's gonna drop Mints, and also gonna kill Chuckle somewhere. I think that might happen towards the ramp after all. That is where Alien was positioned. So EPG finally, even though the start of the game was pretty much back and forth, now EPG, they actually got a pretty good lead here. They've been able to get consecutive rounds on the go here, 7-2. The first half is coming to a close, but so far, so good for EPG. Not so much if you're a DreamEaters fan. But hey, look at these guys. Look at DreamEaters. They finally got something going for them. This is probably the very first time we get to see them on the proper buy, you know. All players having rifles, and of course that big green gun, Tactus, is holding it. Ooh, that's pretty risky. The flash hasn't really been that effective. And Speed's gonna drop a kill there. Mince is actually gonna kill Alien. What is happening here if you're EPG? They're going for these straight up pushes, and so far so good for DreamEaters, but Zoma, I don't know if he actually sees the bomb or was it behind the wall right there, but Yeah, I mean, winning the round from this point onward, not that easy, but Hooch spotted out Mints. Could have landed the shot, but that's not an easy flick to get. And the fact that the bomb has been recovered, I'm pretty sure DreamEaters gonna plant it on the A side. That's the obvious choice. You got two guys here on this part of the map. Hooch though can actually get it. Oh, there's a bit of a gap. I think you might have actually seen one player go towards blue hut. That's a good start. At least that's something. There's also the fuse kit right in front of him. So if he picks it up, he's got a chance. But I think he's just going to wait a couple more seconds here and probably consider backing away. No, he's going to go for it. And the timing is actually very good for Mints in that scenario. Very good indeed. I will admit, I'm not quite sure what happened in that push towards ramp, because you have one player on the up who's watching ramp, and you should be able to see if there's a player actually crossing, right? Who is crossing ramp, probably making his way towards this wall right there. And the fact they don't really check them, you know, they throw a flash, they kind of do check him, but is actually able to get two guys in that scenario. It means that the push is an utter failure for EPG. But that's not it, you know, that wasn't the only push that happened. You also had, what was it? The guy from Secret going for a push, the Squeaky guy also going for these one-on-one engagements in which they fail miserably, EPG. So after a miserable round like that, I'm pretty sure the guys from EPG just gonna go back to the standard default. Just trying to wait out, play the waiting game, allow DreamEaters to be the first ones to make the move. And maybe they're just gonna be able to succeed on the back of it. Nothing significant happened as of yet. The guys from DreamEaters playing relatively passively themselves. They're probably expecting EPG to go again for that wacky push we saw earlier. Tactus? What is going on? Oh, okay, he's back in the game, but one of his teammates has actually dropped from the server. Not quite sure what happened to Speed, but oh, okay. Okay, now I think we understand why the players were playing that passively from DreamEaters. Is because one of the players has dropped, but don't worry. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, because there wasn't any sort of point of damage actually inflicted from the get-go. I'm pretty sure the match medic should be able to reset the round with the according money situation. And we should be able to replay that round. It does happen in the world of Counter-Strike, rounds like those, but technology, it has come quite far in terms of Counter-Strike, so the match medic should be able to fix things up right in a jiffy, and we should be able to go here, continue on with this matchup. And it was, you know, one of the more interesting factors was, I think it was Tactus, it was hugging the wall throughout the entirety, so, yeah, I'm just gonna take a real, okay. It shouldn't be that big of an issue. Should be able to get here on the fix. I just took a look at the chat if there's anything the admins might have said, but I don't know. I think we should be able to fix this sort of issue that we might be having here, and we should be good to go here. Oh yes, yes we are. Match medic, thank you, sir. Looks like it's gonna be all good here. The round is gonna be replayed because not a single point of damage was inflicted. Alright, before any action could ensue. So it means that the round will be replayed. Everyone's got the same amount of money they had previously. And yeah, we are good to go. Thank you, admins. Bless the admins, ladies and gentlemen. Huge thanks for them. They're able to fix it. And we are actually good to go because back in the day, you know, stuff like that would just take hours upon hours to fix. But technology, we're up there. We may not be having flying cars in 2018. But we definitely have some good match medic support in Counter-Strike. So 7-3 is the scoreline. Not much has changed really. It's just that DreamEaters. Okay, they're not gonna be playing as passive as they might have thought. Alien's gonna kill Tactus right there. So maybe DreamEaters, they weren't really hoping on playing that passively. It's just that one of the players was dropped dead. So yeah. They try to change up the pace here, try to go for a fast pick is Tactus, but he gets completely shut down by Alien. who was covering his teammate. You know, that's the thing. You know, Alien was covering his teammate who was making his way towards Secret. Interestingly enough. And now, with that mad disadvantage in mind, DreamEaters, what is the play they're going to go for? Mince has picked up the op from the hands of Tactus. Probably going to try to get an early engagement here towards Ramp, because Ramp does have one defender in it. Oh, okay, make that 2 defenders right now. Kree's got the backup, and DreamEaters, they're actually not going to go for the straight up Ramp push. They're actually going to throw Rival's Ramp for having from Kree. That is actually very cool to see, because most teams just go for the straight up push down Ramp. Hooch, though, is actually doing a very good job here, surviving for that long. Here comes in Zoma, and now with that Molotov being deployed, that's actually pretty good Molotov speed. It's not going to be pushing anyone as of yet, but he's got a good angle. You got to be careful once the doors do open. Speedo spots out another guy, but he's not quick enough. Mince. Yeah, 15 seconds. He's going to have to make the play here. He's either going to try to get the frag as soon as possible. No scope battle, and Alien's going to win it. Well, actually, Alien does go for the quick scope. It's not a full-on no scope. Oh, this is good. This is very good. Very good for EPG. Not losing a single player in a round like this. Because that's the thing, right? EPG, even though they have been winning these anti-ecos, the problem is they've been losing pretty much 2-3 guys, even 4 in some scenarios. The fact that they're able to make it as clean as possible is good. Their money is going to be able to finally build up, and we take a look at the scoreboard. There we go. The money is looking nice. Nice indeed if you're Alien. Pretty good if you're Hooch. The rest of the guys still not that bad. Even if they end up losing a round, they're still going to be having a decent amount of cash. It's hard to say. Zelas. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Arguably, I guess we could say the Call Nuke a bit of a more city-sided map, but T is definitely can still pick up something like 6 or so rounds, and that'd be quite a decent T half. And this is looking quite possible for DreamEaters, because right now Vince got the entry, Jahal as well, and now the rest of the EPG guys are gonna have to hold on towards the B side. I don't think DreamEaters gonna go. Oh, actually they do. They're actually gonna try to go back towards the A side. That is very cool. They're not committing, and Alien and Zoma pretty much got bamboozled right now. Zoma's still on the A side though. That is not that bad, because DreamEaters, I don't think they're gonna expect him. Oh no, Tactus is actually gonna kill Zoma right there. Checks the angle. Very good timing for him. And Alien, honestly, from his point of view, consider saving. That's what I'd say, but I don't think he will. I don't think Alien's gonna save. I think he's gonna try to win this round, but it's so hard for him. Yeah, he's actually gonna back away right about now. I mean, winning that 1 versus 3 is so difficult for him. And a 1 versus 1, 1 versus 2, probably so. Definitely try to go for it, but I think going for the save here is the obvious choice. If you're a team like EPG, you can't really say that your bank is looking that good, right? I mean, again, take a look at the score real quick. Alien's got, like I said, a bunch of money, but the rest of the guys not so much. You know, you get Kinder, Kree, not so good at the money department. So saving the op is pretty good. EPG, they're gonna be back in the buy. That is not the issue. It's just the question is, can they actually win the round? And if so, I think they might be able to reset DreamEaters on the possibly last round of the first half, which would be very, very dissatisfying for DreamEaters. And even though 9-4 is looking like a pretty good scoreline for EPG, that's what I'd say. DreamEaters, that's the thing, you know, if they're gonna run away with only 4 rounds, I guess we could call it somewhat decent, but definitely not good. If it's gonna be 9-6 though, that is a good half for DreamEaters, obviously so. Is it gonna be the fast play? It can honestly be. I do wonder what are they gonna do, right? If you're a team like DreamEaters, we are seeing tactics right here. Outside smokes haven't deployed, but even though the smokes have been thrown out there, it doesn't look like they're going for the play. They're just pretty much gonna try to bait out the opposition here, DreamEaters, because they've thrown out the outside smokes. EPG has already got 2 players close by secret, and the thing is though, DreamEaters, they got so many players towards lobby, it's pretty much obvious. They're gonna try to push the A side. Tactics is ready up to throw the heaven smoke, and well, now let's see how the hold's gonna look here for EPG. Zoma though gonna have to do quite a lot of heavy lifting, not shooting his teammates. Though the lineup, it works out perfectly for Zoma and the rest of the guys from DreamEaters. Oh, they're actually still winning the aim duels here, to be honest. 40 seconds on the clock. Kree and Zoma, they're up against 3 T players. Not quite sure where the rest of the frags happened. They happen relatively quickly. Zoma, though, the timing is not good enough. Or is it? It is good! 4 kills for Zoma. 1 versus 1 against Chehol. And Zoma should be winning this one pretty much every single day of the week. He's got the HP advantage. The angle as well. Call. Yep, spots out the player. Kills him as well. That's an ace for Zoma. And EPG able to claim their 10th round here. I must admit, Zoma, hero play from this dude, right? Hero play from him. I honestly don't know how did his teammates actually die that fast enough while his DreamEaters were entering the A site. But it works out, doesn't it? It does work out for EPG. 10-4 is the scoreline, and right now, this is looking like a solid CT half for EPG. Definitely right now they're in position to extend their lead, but so is DreamEaters. I will say this though, the fast A pushes, they really haven't been working out for DreamEaters. Like going outside and ramp, those have been much more successful for this side, right? Much more successful pushes. Now they're gonna try to go for the one-on-one engagements. Now they're getting completely wrecked here. I don't know if DreamEaters is going to be able to accomplish anything right now in a round like this. Because now they're so spread out thin. Alien's going to kill Speed. Alien, though, is also going to kill Chehol. And that is the round here, ladies and gentlemen. Mince, last man standing, 1 versus 5. Not the easiest of clutches for Mince in his career, but it's always possible. A minute left on the clock, though. And Alien's got his number. 11-4 is the scoreline. That's actually pretty good. That's a pretty decent scoreline for EPG. I'd call it pretty good. Pretty darn good. DreamEaters, though, it's quite satisfying that they did have that relatively good start there. At one point, the scoreline was 2-4, but EPG, they got the ball rolling, and they were able to make it 11-4. A good thing for DreamEaters would be, well, try to win the pistol round. If they end up winning the pistol round on the CD side, they might just be able to have something going for them. Well, like I said, the first round, it's gonna be quite important for these guys at DreamEaters. If they're able to win it, I would give them a chance, you know. I will definitely give them a chance on a map like Nuke. Oh, that's actually very cool. They blow out the door from the get-go, and most teams will be expecting already a rotation back towards B, but look at the play. EPG, this pistol round is working out so perfectly for them. I was expecting maybe to go for the straight up A play, but no, they're actually going to go onto the heaven and then on the A side. This is actually a very interesting pistol run strat. So far, so good for EPG. The good thing for them, no one up in heaven. But they're going to go for a wraparound. Another wraparound. Look at this from EPG. They're actually going to be able to spot up the setup, kill all the players in ramp, and now, of course, make your way towards the B side. The problem is, though, Chehol, he is still alive. 7 points FL for him, but, oh no, the spots with your Kinder. It's 2 HP versus 7 HP. 7 HP is going to win it. But at this point, if you're Kree and Zoma, if you set up a good crossfire enough, you should be able to win the round. Don't give away too much if you're a team like EPG. Did he open up the door there? I don't know if he did, but now Chechel is actually sticking it. He's actually sticking it. No one's really checking if Kreese finally got the taps in, but that was quite risky after all, I think. Sadly, we didn't get to see his point of view, but I think he might have needed 1 or 2 seconds to actually defuse the bomb. That could have been the round for DreamEaters, but it's not the start they were looking for. No. That is not the start they were looking for, but they still have a chance here, right? They might have lost the pistol round, but they still have a chance here on the force fight here. If they're going to be able to win the force fight, that sometimes could be as good enough as winning the pistol round. Will it though? We're going to have to wait and see. As EPG, the guns are looking very good here. Very solid on their part. They should be able to win the engagements against the pistols, especially if they go for those long-range engagements like Speed did with the Deagle. I don't blame him. You know, the Deagle is quite a powerful weapon. That's a good flashbang if we were out there. But now, honestly, if you're EPG, in this scenario, just try to overwhelm one of the sides. You don't necessarily have to go for any risky plays like trying to spread out. Just stick together, and you should be able to win the round because of it. But they're stalling right now. They're taking maybe too much time here, actually, towards ramp. The good thing is, though, Hooch is watching. They're behind, but no one's really watching. Heaven Vladdy's gonna kill Zoma. And that is where the problems do begin here. They're trying to spread out quite thin here, EPG. You gotta be very careful. Very careful indeed. Hooch is gonna kill one. Tactus spots out Hooch as well. And this is the problem right now if you're a team like EPG. You have your players all over the map. But at the same time, no one's really watching any proper angles at this point in time because there was a player watching the flank. But even he has backed away. And now Tactus has actually gone for the straight up push. So if you're EPG, you gotta be very careful at this point in time. Don't give away too much for DreamEaters. If you want to still stay alive in the round like this, Alien's gonna kill Vladdy. Yakinder, he's got the angle. And that will be the round here for EPG at this point. It did look very scary, but not anymore. Yakinder gonna spot out Speed, gonna get the frag as well. 13-4. And so DreamEaters, looks like things are not gonna work out for them as they might have hoped for. I say they're the ones who are gonna have their dreams being eaten tonight, because them now being on an eco means that EPG, they're probably gonna get a free round. 14-4 is probably going to be the scoreline, and one gun round is pretty much gonna be all DreamEaters have. If they lose the gun round, then it's rip here on Nuke. I do like this. I do like this from EPG. They don't necessarily have to go for, again, the same play that they did outside ramp. Towards ramp. Now they can actually go somewhere like outside. That is where the AK-47s are going to be able to reign supreme, even against some of those upgraded pistols, but even against USPs. Too easy for EPG. Going towards secret though, that is where things could get tricky. You know, there's quite a lot of angles to that check. But look at Alien, he's up and he's actually made his way from ramp towards heaven. Is gonna be able to kill 3 guys in that scenario. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. But right now, 14-4. If you want to talk about important rounds, this be one of them. DreamEaters, they're gonna have to claim the round here. Otherwise, it's pretty much ripped for them. If it's not gonna be this round, you know, that's gonna have to start the comeback. I don't know what will. I wonder where Kreese is gonna line up. Ah, it's just the outside smoke. Okay. I think at this point in time, it's very cool to see. They're still trying to apply some sort of pressure towards outside. I actually have 2 guys towards there. So it does come down to the A hit. Oh no, I was thinking there could be a wraparound, but it doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't even matter. Alien's gonna kill Chahol. Speed. He's gonna kill Alien. Not gonna kill the second guy though, and that is not looking good for DreamEaters. Well, they still got a chance here. 15-4. They still have a chance here. One last buy from their side. Unless they end up winning the round, then they're still going to be having a couple more rounds to be played. But so far, so good for EPG. DreamEaters, they're going to try to make the way of what they can at this point. I mean, is it a good buy? Not at any stretch of the imagination. 3 for Mazdas, max 7. Not a very good buy. It could work out for them. Like that angle now being taken by one of the DreamEaters players. That is something I really recommend for anyone to be doing, you know, in any sort of level of Counter-Strike that you might be playing. Once you have to win the more crucial rounds, trying to take those sort of off angles could really work out for you on the CD side. You know, pretty much try to take as many off-angle positions as possible. Try to change up your spots so that the T's may not be able to expect you and your positioning, and you might just be able to win the round because of it. You know, getting those cheeky frags from the get-go could be the opening your team really needed. So I do like what DreamEaters are doing right now. Will it be successful? That's a whole nother question. Wait, what just happened there? Why did Soma decide to hit Kree right there? This is the first time we're seeing actually EPG damaging their own players. That is so weird. Oh, kind of missed the action towards Ram. Hold though, that's a pretty good refrag. Right now, if you're EPG, try to make your way into the side. Yakinder's got the angle. And looks like Mince and Tactus not... Yeah, oh no, this is just horrifying. Okay, Yakinder's finally gonna drop dead, but Mince right now in a position to win the round, but not... Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. 1 versus 2. He might just be able to get the angle of Kree. If Kree's gonna go towards window, or actually check it, that's where things do get tricky. Mince though, the timer is ticking. He's still checking as many angles as possible. Now he's coming out the window. Yes, he spots out Kree, but Kree is a bit quicker, and EPG flawless on the T side. 16-4 is the scoreline. Pretty good showing from them. Even though this is the new nuke, they are still able to remain quite superior. I think they're one of the few CIS teams who do like playing nuke. That is obviously very cool to see to them to actually come out on top. 16-4 at the scoreline. Thank you all for joining our very first matchup here at the Best.net Challenger Series. This was only the first Best of 1 today. We still have 3 more Best of 1s, on which one of them is actually going to be QB Fire, going up against, I think they're called the Hollywood right now because they were Espada. Now they've changed their name to Hollywood. Not quite sure how that matchup is going to turn out to be. But yeah, stay tuned for more here at the Best.net Challenger Series. The name's Sir Danny. And yeah, hope to see you all on the next Best of 1.